To the longer life and the worse, the shorter life, it is better, ought by all means to be preferred. Epictetus in Kyridian. My name is Herna.
This is Harris.
This is the Power of 8 show, episode 7 coming at you. And today I have another guest for you guys, Frank.
What's up?
Frank, how do you say your last name again?
It's Lemus.
Lemus.
Yeah.
That's right. I was like
Lemus.
lamb.
French Hispanic.
I was put like
mixture, bro.
I always put an A in there for some fucking. Every time I look at your damn Instagram,
I just like spell it, bro. I just spell it out for people because people say it so weird.
Yeah.
You know?
So Frank, I just want to touch on a couple bits. I met you in the gym. Well, how long ago? Like 2 months ago or a month? Yeah, 2 months ago.
There was snow outside.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
definitely.
well, that wasn't that long ago, man.
Yeah, and what caught me extraordinary about you is you've lost that. You told me your story and that some of your accomplishments was like that. You lost 130 pounds. You used to be this fat dude. You're now like this avid father. You
Used to be a big boy, man.
Used to be a big boy. You know, you're super into supplements, super into health. You've taught me a lot about health and fitness, which is kind of I've seen like help me in life too. Just how I feel better, you know, and like drinking more water and just cooking the oil down to the oils I cook with now and stuff. And so it's just I've been meaning to have you on for a while now, so it's just cool to finally have you on here.
For sure, man.
And so I know you're originally from California.
I am from Southern
I
California.
fucking love California.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I have to ask you, but first I have to ask you, what is it that you love most about Ogden then, since you are now here a resident?
Well, growing up in California, I grew up in a bit bigger city, for sure bigger than Ogden.
Oh, yeah.
And within moving to Ogden was kind of the first time I would say I was in more of a rural area, which I know it's not rural to people from here. I know,
No, it kind of is.
kind of like, you know, but to me, this is very rural, you know, like where I come from, it's not, you know, there's no way you can drive a couple minutes and get to a river or a pond with some ducks, you know, it's not like that. So definitely coming here, I felt there was a heavier energy in the air.
Okay.
You know, definitely a type of energy coming off of these giant mountains, you know, which is nothing that I had ever experienced. It was more of just constant stress back in California, you know, lots of traffic, lots of just people in poverty, and it's right in your face, you know. I'm not saying there's not people like that here, but there it's more of a prevalent thing.
Okay.
And I had never been exposed to this type of lifestyle, you know.
Kind of slow it down a little bit.
And I mean, it definitely has its pros and its cons. I for sure miss home, you know, because at home there's more like-minded people. You know, you can just basically walk into any store and meet somebody that has similar views to you. Here, it's kind of more of like here and there. You know, like I met you at the gym, and then I have a couple people that I know from Lucky Slice and that were kind of on that same wave. And after that, though, I just kind of, most people, it takes a couple sentences of hearing like things they're into, and I'm like, oh, okay, like you're into that, bro. You know,
I best kind of stay away.
Like when you're like, the only
that.
topic that you're willing to talk about with me is sports, and you define your accomplishments after a team's accomplishments. I'm like, oh, okay, like you're still in first grade, bro. You know?
Boring.
Yeah, I'm like,
all right. So what else is cool about you?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's almost that common talk, huh, for you. So
yeah, almost small talk. I get what you mean.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, I'm super pumped to be on pod, man.
We're so glad to have you.
Dude, tell me, okay, so again, what strikes me, my favorite thing is when I hear just like a dude who just lost a fuck ton of weight. 130 pounds, man, that's a...
Real quick, let's get into that. Let's get into that.
Yeah,
real quick.
sure.
So what is your story, man?
Okay, dude, so growing up in Southern California, I played a lot of high school sports, did wrestling, football, track and field. Football was my main sport. Come from a obese family, for sure. You know what I'm saying? By the time I was in high school, my freshman year, I was probably like 280.
Woo.
I was a big boy.
Big boy.
Big boy.
Yes.
And, you know, just kind of like probably similar to a lot of people, you know, you come from a family where you're kind of encouraged, eat, bro. Finish your plate. He's a growing boy.
Be comfortable with us. Yeah.
And then, senior year, 350 pounds.
Fuck.
I was playing football, and I was always active, though. I wrestled, you know what I'm saying? And I was always confident. Like, I was always able to like, carry myself in a way where... Just because I was bigger, you know what I'm saying? I was never insecure about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the click happened, let's see, I graduated 2011, and I started losing weight in 2015, so that's 4 years. And within those 4 years is a very crucial time in my life, because that's when I met my wife. And she was in college, and I had just finished high school. Definitely not in college. But, just like...
Ain't a college girl. All right. All right.
Yeah, dude. It was dope. But yeah, man, it started 2015 because that's when we got... Well... I'm going to mess up this timeline. She's going to listen to this and be pissed. But anyway.
That's fine.
We got engaged about 2 years after we got together.
Okay.
And then we planned to get married 2 years after that. So yeah, that time frame probably lines up in some weird way. But anyways, I remember always saying, man, I need to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? Because then when I graduated high school, I was like 350 and I got up to like 360. And I was like, man, like, I'm just like... putting on weight like crazy, and like, dude, I had zero drive to lose weight because it wasn't in my mind affecting me. I still had the same friends. I had a super hot fiance, so it's like what was the driving motivation? There was none.
Yeah.
And I was drinking a lot. I was drinking a lot of beer. And I mean, I'll say this now. I still drink beer.
Right. You're more conscious about it though.
Right. Yeah. So it clicked when one day when we were engaged and we were planning to get married, I kind of stumbled upon the thought of the idea of being, married to somebody. It's supposed to be forever, right? Mm-hmm. So same way when you graduate high school, you're supposed to only graduate high school once. When you're born, you only you're born one time. Technically, you're only supposed to do there's a small group of things you only do once.
Okay.
And in my opinion, I had the control of, man, there's a certain time frame in which we're gonna get married. I plan on being with this person forever. So that moment will be captured forever. And we're going to look back on it with our kids. That whole cliche stuff.
Yeah.
And I looked in the mirror and I'm like, man, is this the person that I want to look back on as in, man, that's the person that my wife decided to marry. And it wasn't just physical. It was also mental. Mm-hmm. It was this person who was creating excuses knowing that, I could be healthier. My wife was into running and she always tried to get me to run. And I was like, I don't want to fucking run. I have to work. I got to do this. I got to do, you know what I mean?
Just that's the last thing you want to do.
This person that created excuses. And I have a very addictive personality. You know what I'm saying? I thrive off of routine. I'm not a slave to it, though. Mm-hmm. I thrive off it.
Yeah.
As soon as I start something, then I just ratchet it up week after week after week. Yeah,
I know exactly what you mean.
So
man.
It started at me being my starting weight was 336 pounds, and within 7 months I lost 100 pounds.
Wow.
And people always ask how. I was like, that's always the thing. How'd you do it?
Yeah.
And I say the most cliche thing because it's the truth. I say it's diet and exercise. Okay. And they're like, okay, but what diet? And I can tell you flat out within those 7 months, I did everything. I did like high carb, fucking low carb. I fucking fasted. I fucking did this. I fucking, did that. And that's what set off this long journey of getting, healthy.
So you got addicted to this process.
Yeah, because it was that first thing in a long time that I had earned that I couldn't outsource, and that's my big view on fitness is it's one of the last remaining things we can't outsource.
Okay.
We can outsource pleasure, we can outsource work. Mm-hmm. Right now, if we wanted to eat something, we can order on fucking Postmates, and it'll be here.
Okay.
If I need someone to change the oil on my car, I can go and do that.
Swipe right, you're a stud.
Swipe right, you're a stud, bro. Right. I can even change my appearance on the internet, on demand.
Well, like Herno referred it to a couple episodes ago, we are a microwave society. Put it in the microwave, press start, walk away, come back, and it's done. You know, I get what you mean by that. Absolutely.
So when it comes to weight loss, that's one of the last things you can't outsource, even with getting surgeries.
Because you didn't earn it.
You know what I'm saying?
You didn't earn it either.
So that was one of the first things that I earned. Yeah. And then I got married. I felt better than I'd ever felt. And then after that, it just became probably the biggest thing in my life besides being married and eventually wanting to have kids. And you know, I just, you know, I probably started out just like every other person who goes on YouTube and looks up arm workout, and then some fucking dude comes up and you're like, man, like I can't do that workout, but you try it, and then you fucking do this, and then yeah, man, you know, just it's been this long process that I think, man, it's been 2015, we're in 2020, so it's been five years. Mm-hmm. And now I'm 200 pounds, and I don't know my body fat percentage. I'm not that guy. Yeah. You know, I'm fucking, you know, 13%. Like,
who gives a shit?
Who fucking care? I'm not stepping on stage, bro. But I mean, I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life right now. Yeah. But I want more.
Yeah.
So how would you define your journey? Like, what would you use? What kind of words would you use?
Was there ever times during that weight loss, like, process where you were just like, fuck, I can't do this, I want to quit?
Yeah. No, for sure. It got hard when me and my wife had my daughter, or when she had my daughter, but it's my daughter too.
Yeah, it's a team effort.
That got hard, you know, being a new dad, and like, man, like, I can't go to the gym twice a day now. Mm-hmm. I can't prep all of my meals. And like that was...
Losing sleep.
That was the biggest relapse in my weight that I had. But it wasn't that bad. It was like 15 pounds. Within like, 3 or 4 months, which is a lot. But I mean, I'd say that's pretty acceptable for having a child.
Yeah.
And
especially losing sleep, man.
Oh, yeah.
That shit.
Yeah.
Well, we have a joke around our house that when somebody's pregnant, if they have a significant other, they always gain sympathy weight. They have sympathy pain, you know, like when your wife's in pain, and oh no, she's having a horrible night, you find yourself, oh man, I'm kind of feeling a little sick too, you know? So our joke is like, you know, you have sympathy pains, you get sympathy pounds too, you know, like, hey, she ballooned all out, because that's what women do during pregnancy, no offense meant, it's just, that's a fact.
I'm gonna get a little greasy myself.
You're right, hey, she's eating a bunch of munchies, hey, I can join her too, you know?
100%.
So, I mean, that's highly acceptable, I get that.
100. But, things definitely get hard. I'm a big connoisseur of different types of diets,
right on.
Different types of methodologies, if you will,
right on.
Different types of supplementation, because I genuinely look at us human beings as a giant science project, you know, and it's like,
I like that.
If you're not, man, everything going on right now with this whole corona, you know, virus thing, man, it just trips me out, because when I see people wearing masks and wearing gloves and freaking out about hand sanitizer, but I'm like, you're 400 fucking pounds.
Right.
Like
get your priorities right.
You decided to care about dying now.
Yeah.
So what's kept you on this journey? So after all these hardships and trials, what's kept you going?
I fucking decided that I was going to be the raddest dad / husband that I could be / fucking person.
That's a great goal, yeah.
Because I started getting into podcasts, and I seen these men and women, it's not just men, who were on a different level. Like the things that they were talking about, and they didn't have MDs. They didn't, you know, they were regular fucking people, but they were just so consumed with, how do I get the best results? And physically, mentally, spiritually too, you know, I'm not sure if you guys are into that stuff.
1000%.
But
that's a whole nother...
Yeah. That's a whole podcast by itself.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, man, what has kept me always pushing forward is just like not saying no. Because I used to be a big no guy. You know, like I would say no if someone wanted to go on a hike. I would say, nah, dude, I'm too big for that, bro.
Yeah, Saturday.
I have work tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I was a big just saying no to things. You know, I would, you know, I get nervous if I was gonna go to like a fucking amusement park and there was like roller coasters, because I was a big guy. I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen the pictures, but I was huge, man, and I'm not saying that every person that's huge needs to lose a bunch of, you know, weight, but I think that people become a prisoner to the bodies they create.
Okay.
And
I like that.
The only thing that we have control of is our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I always try to live by now is whatever I put into my body, it's rather fuck yeah or no.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no halfway. I'm not going to eat ice cream because it's your fucking birthday. It's like, oh, well, you know, it's his birthday. I don't want to be fucking weird.
Dude,
so
I get so much shit for that sometimes, too. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'll be at work and like, oh, it's the birthday. We brought donuts. I'm like, I can't. I just can't right now. It's like, maybe later on throughout the day, because, like, I'll need sugar for when I sleep at night.
Yeah.
But that's a maybe. But in the morning, you got me fucked up. Damn, look at that. Woo! Yeah. Big boy!
Yeah, dude, I was
we just saw a photograph.
Yeah, we just got a phograph of fucking Frankie. Damn, you big,
yeah,
bro.
dude, he definitely, wow.
Was huge.
Damn, you look great, man. It's like, shit. Like, that's a hell of a
Now, not the fat. not that hollow shell that you just shaved off.
100%, man. Dude, I now look at food, and I'm not sure if you guys want to get into that.
We can get into a little bit, because that's what I want.
Dude, food in how I see it now, and like how I fucking try to explain to people, is food needs to be a prescription. Like the same way that like you would get prescribed antidepressants, the same way you would get prescribed pain pills.
Okay.
If you eat the whole fucking bottle, what is gonna happen?
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
that's fascinating. I've never heard it like.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like that one. I was like, "Fuck, you right."
All right. That's fascinating.
But food is the only. It is something that will have the same outcome.
Yeah.
It will fucking kill you.
Yeah.
It fucking will.
Yeah, it's more addictive than alcohol.
Yes.
Like, I mean,
food will kill you on but it takes longer, dude.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the fucking time, dude, it sucks to weigh your fucking food, count your macros. I get it, dude. Carbs and proteins and fats are fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
they're intimidating.
It's fucking intimidating at first, but the same way you wouldn't take that whole bottle of fucking Xanax is how you need to look at your fucking food.
That's great.
And,
I like that.
And that's how I look at fucking everything now. You know, same thing with drinking fucking water. There's a prescribed amount of water each human needs to fucking
because with your weight and my weight,
it's 100%.
It's different.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why, like, I mean, I can tell you what I eat. Yeah. But obviously, the scale is going to be different
from my genetics too.
Oh, 100%.
Because again, I might be born with a faster metabolism than someone else, right?
Yeah.
Or I might be born with certain things in my body that like certain foods will activate.
Yeah.
You know, for fuck's sake, most people are lactose intolerant. For fuck's sake, what does that fucking tell you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like shit. I mean, I know I can eat eggs. That's one thing.
Yes.
I know my body doesn't, but most people can eat eggs. I didn't fucking know that.
Some people are genuinely allergic to shit.
Yeah.
There's just certain shit like, but you know a lot about that.
Yeah, and then too, you know, within going down that whole rabbit hole of you know, being healthy and you know what to put into your body, you know, it's really easy to become a slave to fucking, you know, right now being in this moment of like, man, there's so much good food accessible. How can people just fuck up? You know, like, what is it in our brains that's like, dude, I'm just gonna fucking go to Taco Bell and order fucking 20 things for $5. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and you know, it's not my philosophy. I've I've heard this on different podcasts, and the way that I explain it was that if you look at the timeline of the overall average American and what they ate after the Great Depression. So I'm 27. How about
24.
24.
Okay, cool. So our great grandparents, right? So you're talking about people that experienced the Great Depression, not fucking
Great Depression,
having food, right?
Yeah, all that crazy shit.
And then their children, this is post Great Depression, was when you had this giant boom of food that we could put in a freezer,
right,
and heat up and fucking eat. And at that time, that idea is revolutionary. Mm-hmm. This idea that food can be stored and preserved for long periods of fucking time, and like you just put in a microwave and feed your whole fucking family.
Right.
Like that idea is so foreign to us now because we're so far from that.
Yeah.
But like at one time that was like, fuck, dude, like the world has changed forever.
It's revolutionary, yeah.
And now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't eat fucking anything fucking frozen. I don't eat any fucking TV dinners. I don't eat any fucking hot.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, have you looked what's in it?
Okay, not recently, no.
No? Okay, well, I mean, you're talking about things that are, packed with fucking sodium,
Okay.
that are packed with fucking bad types of oil, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I sent him down that whole thing. And, man, I think now people are transitioning into a more whole food,
organic.
Mm-hmm.
Organic.
Yeah, that's definitely getting bigger.
A diet. And, now more than ever, the same fucking process in which people seek for happiness to associate themselves with a higher power. I think that's what people do with food as well. I'm keto, I'm vegan, I'm this, and I'm that, and I see that as a form of
dogma.
weakness.
It's like dogma.
To me, it's
like segregation.
Dude, you're not gonna be keto forever. You know what I mean? Like, and I'll tell people that straight up. I'm like, dude, I've done fucking keto for 6 months, and dude, trust me, you're not gonna do it. You're gonna do it, and you're gonna get your fucking results, and then after that, I would change it up. I would, and that's how I have learned to approach things, because that effect that it has on your brain when you start something new and it feels good, it feels different.
Okay.
That is what you are addicted to. Not the fucking foods that you're putting into your body. It's you're addicted to this person you're becoming. Like, oh, I'm the keto guy now, or I'm the vegan guy now.
Yeah.
And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone has that in them. But what I say is, dude, chase that forever.
Okay.
Don't fucking tell people to dude, you need to eat keto the rest of your life, or you need to do this the rest of your life, because that's not real. It's not.
Right.
It's not fucking real. I promise.
So let's back up a little bit.
Well, real quick,
go for it.
Have you tried the carnivore diet?
Dude, that's the one that I want to do next.
I've been looking at doing that next too, and I'm
With that being said, I want to do it the right way.
The right way, yeah.
Which is, I want to buy meat from a local farm.
Yeah.
And
all of it, all meat.
All meat, you know what I'm saying? And dude, it's like I said, you can fucking read books and you can fucking listen to fucking podcasts, but at the end of the day, nothing beats practical application.
Yeah, on yourself.
Yeah.
On yourself.
Yeah.
So what did you use, like what did you do to start your research? Like, when we started looking into all these different diets, did you just Google one?
No, I went on YouTube.
Okay, so just YouTube, right? Okay.
There's this guy on YouTube, John Glad.
Okay.
Obese to Beast. He's like super famous.
Okay.
So anyways, I think he lost like 238 pounds, and like he was on freaking Ellen, and like he has all this crazy loose skin, but he's shredded, bro. Like underneath this loose skin, he's shredded, but he doesn't want to take off the loose skin because like that's his thing. That's his thing, man. And I think he was the first person, and he did like a full day of eating, and this is before I knew about any real types of diet besides what they say on the food pyramid, which is a fucking lie. But
a huge lie.
But yeah, but so
it's a conspiracy.
So I think when I first started to diet, my like normal day, my normal macros was like, I tried to stay under 3,000.
Okay, macros. What is that?
Macros?
Yeah.
So macronutrients are fats, carbs, and proteins.
Right on.
Those are the like three basic macro, which are your big nutrients, and then you have your ones that are smaller.
Okay, that makes sense.
So when you count your macros, you're basically counting proteins, fats, and carbs.
Okay.
So so there's that, and then like they have a bunch of apps on the phone, and you can track them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's popular, and that became popular with like people who compete in shows.
Okay.
So they track their macros to hit a certain amount because it's like a big math equation where if you cause X amount of stress on your body and you intake Y amount of macros, it equals shredded.
So you started with a lot.
Yeah. So and then I mean obviously when you're not conscious of it, you can consume 6,000 calories, 10,000 calories, and you don't even fucking think about it.
Yeah.
Because the food tastes good. I used to go to all you can eat sushi, and I mean I've never tracked that, but I mean I'm sure back when I was bigger I would put down 6,000 calories alone in just alcohol and fucking food.
It's easy.
It's really, really easy. So that's how I first got started, and I started to read research online from actual physicians and doctors, like what is the protein, what's the overall general recommendation on someone and what they should eat protein. So somebody who lives a pretty normal lifestyle, who's pretty sedentary, it's about 0.6 gram per pound of weight.
Okay.
Which I mean that is about for me being 200 pounds, probably like 180 grams. Which to put that into perspective would be like if you woke up, ate 2 eggs. And then had some bacon with it for lunch. Had like a turkey sandwich, and for dinner had like a chicken breast.
Okay.
Like you can probably get in close to that.
Okay.
Right. And then I started looking to well, how about if you want to build muscle or if you want to lose weight, how can you fuck with your macros? And then you can eat a higher protein and then just not eat carbs. And then that's when you start to go down that rabbit hole of like.
So you started figuring out your levels.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, but I mean, it took a lot of discipline and a lot of consistency, Right. So like, I went 3 months where every day I ate basically the same thing, which is I would wake up, eat a bowl of oatmeal with fucking some type of peanut butter or fucking nut butter with like no fucking sugar added. For lunch, I would eat some type of like mixed greens salad with some type of protein, chicken probably, and then for dinner I usually had chicken and some type of vegetable, and I did that for the first like 2 or 3 months.
Wow.
And the weight fell off. Like I dropped the first 50 pounds like that, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, but I mean it's because I stopped drinking beer.
Yeah.
Stopped fucking drinking soda.
You start drinking more water, hydrating.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah. And then and then after that I started to transition to going more lower carb, which means I cut out eating oatmeal, cut out rice, and instead I started to introduce more protein, more fats, and then as this whole process is going, I'm just getting more influx of information, because this is my goal. This is what I'm trying to achieve. So I'm that type of person where I get addicted to something and I just go down that rabbit hole 100 percent. And then, but I mean, how I ate 4 years ago to how I eat now are completely different.
Night and day.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I could have eaten how I eat now then. Because I'm in this shape.
Yeah, you had to ease into it.
You know what I'm saying? So like people ask me, well, tell me what you're eating, and I'm like, it's not gonna work. For you.
Okay, so this has been roughly, you'd say, about a 5-year journey, you know? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you said that you tried a lot of different diets.
Yeah.
What ones, right off the top of your head, didn't work? If you know.
Didn't work is relative to what you're trying to achieve.
Okay.
So last year, me and my wife went vegan for 6 months.
Okay.
Vegan didn't work to gain muscle.
No.
For me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
But it got me shredded.
Really? Okay.
And I did it correctly. I took all my supplements. You know, every day I took B12. But I think it's because I have a large frame.
Okay.
And I know that there are guys on there that on YouTube that do
the vegan diet.
The vegan thing, and they get their vegan gains, but I can't afford to be taking that much pea freaking protein.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where it started to kind of get to with me. And I mean, there's a certain build and there's a certain stature that I want to maintain, and I wasn't going to be able to do that on that diet.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I'm not saying that it doesn't work, because I think you can be healthy and you can be in the greatest shape of your life on it if you do it correctly.
Right.
But if you are a person like me who has a bigger build, it's going to be fucking hard.
So it's definitely situational.
I was eating 2 cans of fucking chickpeas at dinner. To get in my protein.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a lot of chickpeas.
That's a lot of chickpeas.
Bro, it is, bro. Like, goddamn. It is, man. Yeah, I can only scarf down like a half a can of black beans before I'm like, fuck, man.
Dude,
but I got it.
that day that he texted me about the recipe, like this, like
the kimchi with the cabbage, yeah. I mean, which was delicious, by the way.
yeah.
I mixed it with my jasmine rice. I was like, fuck, this shit's bomb.
That's something that really took me a long time to start to get into was, dude.
Gut biome?
Yeah, dude. Our freaking brain is extremely powerful, but I think what affects us more than anything is our guts, dude.
Which is it's considered our second brain because
of
all the nerves and stuff in it.
Yeah. So I mean, as soon as I went down that rabbit hole, and I think the guy that got me into that, Ben Greenfield.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you guys have heard of him. Oh, dude, that guy.
This fucker.
Dude, he is optimizing life 100%. And he kind of got me into that stuff, and he's the one who kind of got me into trying to eat something fermented every day, and just like giving all this info on like how it affects your body, and all these different cultures that they do fermentation all the time, different things, and why are they living longer, and there's a giant a bunch of other things, but I mean, like, that was kind of one thing that I think normal society doesn't do, is eat things that are fermented, and it's really, really.
So you said you got that information from Ben Greenfield?
Yeah,
right on. I'll definitely look him up.
Check him out. And then man, I think the biggest advice that I tried to give people when like people try to pry it out of me, like, what should I eat?
Right.
I try to, and I will say this now, I stole this from somebody. This is not mine, but
but this is what you've learned.
But it means it might work. Right.
I tell people, I say that there's 3 basic rules on what you should eat that you can't fuck up, and it will work. If it can be identified as a single ingredient, that is a cashew. That is a piece of broccoli. if it's a green vegetable, fucking eat it. I don't care what anybody says.
But Frank, kale, it causes crystals.
Fuck off. And if it had a face, then fucking eat it. Except for human, because that's just fucking weird.
Right.
Insects too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I tell people, dude, do that diet for fucking 60 days.
Yeah.
Eat as much of what I just fucking said, and I guarantee you will see change.
Even if it had a face that had hormones and antibiotics in it. What do you think about that?
Well, for the most part, the people that are asking that question, they're just starting out. You know what I'm saying? So
it doesn't even matter.
They're fucking getting their fucking meat source from a fucking TV dinner. So if I can get them to just buy a fucking chicken breast and put it in the oven, and they can do that for a fucking year, then that's
a step in the right direction.
Talk about buying meat from like a freaking farm, you know.
But as a good starting spot, that's where you
because people for the most parts are waking up and they're eating Pop-Tarts or donuts, and you can't identify that as a single thing.
High fructose corn syrup.
Sugar.
Vegetable oil. Canola oil,
crazy,
sunflower.
Dude,
look at the back of your shit, man. Look at the back of.
I've been lately, man.
Dude, you find, and when I saw that, it was like this oil, that oil, and I'm like, bro, everything has this goddamn sunflower oil in it. And it's just like, bro.
And you don't even know. You don't, dude. That podcast, which that guy I would recommend to everyone to listen. His
Do we
name.
know which one that is?
Yeah, I'll send it over to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
The guy who does that podcast is Ryan Fisher.
Ryan Fisher?
Yeah.
Ryan Fisher.
What was it? I know the name. What was it called though? The one you sent me.
Fuck. I'm trying to blame. I definitely have it saved on my phone. But anywho.
Yeah, for the sake.
I challenge any fucking person to go through their fridge or pantry and throw away everything in there that has soy oil or...
There you go, real chalk.
There you go. That's what's...
Real chalk, cooking, oil, eating out, and more from Ryan's Couch. I think it's episode 36.
Yeah. I like I said, I challenge everybody to go in their current fridge or fucking, pantry and throw away everything that has soy oil, sunflower oil, canola oil, and I guarantee you over half of your fucking shit will be gone because it's in fucking everything and you don't even know it. And it's pretty fucking sad, dude, like this is just shit we're putting into our fucking body,
and it's slowing us down. It's slowing us down, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's not good for you. It's fucking synthetic oil that comes from a plant that if you walked by it, you wouldn't even know it.
Huh?
And
wow.
And that's what we're putting in our body for fucking 3 meals per day. I guarantee it. Dude, it's in your dressings. It's in your syrups. It's in your fucking... Dude, it's in fucking
it's packaged. It's in it.
And yeah, because it's cheaper.
Yeah. It probably has something to do with the preservatives I've said, I imagine. Yeah.
And that's why if you look in my fridge, dude, you would probably trip out because it's just like a bunch.
What would we find in your fridge?
A bunch of shit that's green and a bunch of shit that's red because it's all steak.
all right.
And you cook with avocado oil or water?
I use coconut.
Okay.
Avocado.
Okay.
And also they're called tallows, which you have to basically get them from a health food store, and they're basically fats from...
What do you think about grass-fed butter and ghee?
That's cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucked that shit up.
Yeah.
Right on. So tell me, okay, so in these dire times where we can't go to a gym and everything, what's your workouts like?
Yeah.
Like right now.
I think you asked me this, but I never got back to you. I was in the middle of a tattoo, so I'm sorry.
Dude, I went to Big Five and I bought these resistance bands.
Okay.
So that's all I've been doing because I think the first 2 weeks into it, I think I started to like get something wrong with my elbow because I did too many push-ups and sit-ups. I'm just like, bro, dude, if I see another at-home workout on fucking Instagram, I'm gonna fucking shoot myself. Oh my god! Like, so yeah, I freaking went in, bought these bands, and I just kind of was able to do similar workouts, but which is
so like what? What do you do?
Well, I mean, on I hit chest, back, arms, shoulders, and then I like he did my workout for arms. I
so
do
just
that.
like push-ups, sit-ups. What do you do with these bands? What do you do?
Well, I mean, resistance, training. So
okay.
I mean, like lap, like for back, if you want to do like lap, some type of lap pull down, some type of like high row, some type of low row. It's basically like hypertrophy training, which is, doing workouts to get bigger.
Okay.
To gain muscle size and muscle endurance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
And then I work at the post office, so I do cardio all day.
Walking right on.
How many miles you walk a day, you think?
Dude, I've actually been recently tracking it, and I average about 17 a day.
Right? Oh.
17?
Yeah.
That's good.
That's way
gotta
awesome.
get you into an ultra soon.
Which means I have to eat a lot to maintain.
Yeah, motherfucker's trying to get me into an ultra.
Dude, he told me about that, man, and I was just like, bro, I am not okay. I could do it, but man, it'd have to be a good podcast the whole time. For sure, dude.
Right?
I think people who do things like that, like those like long things, have a very special type of part in their brains.
They're fucking crazy.
No, dude. Well, okay, no, dude. No,
I say that with the utmost love.
Because he fucking worked out with me, and he looked at me kind of halfway through that workout like, yo, you're fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a certain part of the brain that is bigger for some people, and for other people it's fucking smaller. Like I would never say that I would never do a ultra, because I don't know where fucking life would fucking take me, but I have no desire.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But do I think it'd be dope to go do a workout with you guys to see how much I could keep up? Yeah.
Yeah, the same thing. Like there was never a time when we did your workout though where I was like, I'm gonna quit. It was
yeah.
The whole time I was like, man, this shit's hard, but I love it. This is barbaric.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
dude.
I've gone on runs with this dude. What was it? It was New Year's. What was it? New Year's Day. We woke up, went on a run. I mean, it was snowing.
Really?
There was like 5 inches of snow on the ground. And I mean, we were the only ones. We were literally running. How heavy was that pack?
It's about 45 pounds.
45 pounds, bro. He has his pack strapped on. He's like, all right, dude. I mean, we're in our gear for snow and everything. We got masks on, gloves and everything. And we're like, let's go on a run. I was like, all right, dude. Well, how many miles did we run that day?
7.
7 miles? Okay, we just went. And I'm just like following behind him. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, yeah, you're going to be carrying this shit later. I was like, oh my God, bro. Yeah, we took turns. So we were going, and I mean, literally just snowing on us the whole damn time.
So if you guys had to like put that feeling into a jar and to like give it to somebody who's never experienced it, how would you present it?
Like, how would we describe it?
Yeah, like, what do you feel in that moment? Because when I'm working out, right?
Yeah.
And my fucking arms are killing me.
Oh, yeah.
And I've done a fucking 500 of this motion over and fucking over again. And you look at yourself in the mirror like, why the fuck are you doing this? And then you snap back into it because I love it.
Right.
But how do you explain that to somebody who's never even fucking...
Well, I can do it in 2 words.
Oh, you go for it.
Blissful exhaustion. I mean, easy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, because you're going and you hate it. I mean, like, I had this pack on, dude, and it was snowing, and it was fucking cold, and I was going uphill with this damn thing. I mean, I was exhausted, bro.
I was like, bitch, you better be running with that thing.
Like,
okay, so then with that being said, because I've heard something before, and it really hit home with me, and it's kind of a negative connotation at first before this explanation.
Right.
And somebody that's at where you want to be, right? Like what sets that person apart from you in physical goals, whether you want to be bigger, whether you want to run farther, run faster, whatever the fuck you want to do. And it was explained to me, that person just hates themselves more.
Huh, okay.
And that hit home with me so much, and I was like, what do you mean hates themselves more? It's like that person just hates the version of themselves that they were at one time, that they got to where they are.
Yeah,
and
I like that.
And that's why people, oftentimes ask me, what keeps you in it? What keeps you motivated? You look better than you did. I'm not going to say that I look great, because that's fucking, super douchey. But I can admit I do look better.
Yeah.
But I want to look better. You know what I mean? And people ask me, well, what's keeping you going? And there's a bunch of shit keeping me going. Trying to be healthier. I'm fucking getting older.
Yeah.
I have a kid. I have all these other stresses. So I mean, as long as I can hold on to some type of physical fitness, I always have a really good base. And then they're like, but what gets you there? And what they want is just a single word,
Yeah.
Is it,
Quick answer.
And I tell them, well, yeah, I fucking hate this version of me. And they're like, dude, what are you talking about? You look great. I'm like, yeah, but
I could be better.
I could be better.
Yeah.
See, for me, it all falls back to, because I got the word warrior tattooed on me. That's literally it, man.
Yeah.
I'm really big on just, describing myself. People what are you? It's I'm just a fucking... I literally tell myself in the mirror every fucking day that I am a warrior. Because I have to, I have to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it all comes down to that whole... I love the fact of just, being this motherfucker who no one fucks with.
100%.
Because you are willing to do shit that, there's that quote, man, by Heraclitus, dude. That Persian king is at the 100 men that go in the war, 10 shouldn't be there. 80 of them is targets. 9 do most of fighting. And one is a warrior, and he will bring the others back. I literally, while I'm in the cold shower, before I get out of the cold shower, I have to recite that thing before I get out.
Shit just gives me chills.
Yeah,
bro. I love that.
I have to recite that thing every morning, every night before I get out of the cold shower.
Yeah.
Because it's just it rings so true, man. Because no one wants to be a warrior no more. There's so I'm gonna fucking say it right here, man. There's so many fucking pussies out there now, dude. I'm gonna call it straight how I see it.
100%.
There's a lot of motherfuckers who think they're tough, yet they haven't gone through this shit, and I'm not calling myself better than anyone.
Yeah.
I'm not, and I've heard you talk, and something that you said before too, that I fucking love it now too, that I say to myself, it's one day you were we were talking in the gym, we were getting into it, and you're people judge you for your way of life. People judge you, Frank, for how you eat, how you look, and how you dress, and it's why are you wearing that? Well, it's because I fucking can, because I'm proud of this body, and while your wife looks at me, and while she's fucking you, she's thinking about me. But bro, I'm but that's such an alpha thing to say. And I fell in love with that, because it was just that's fucking true. Hell yeah, you can say that shit, man. Because it's just because, even though you don't really mean it, you kind of do.
No, dude. And
and it's you gotta have that confidence, because other people see you and they want to be you, but because they can't and they don't know how to get there, they then again go ahead and start throwing opinions at you and start throwing shit your way because they can't be.
They try smearing you. We've
100%.
even had this conversation recently. Is that a lot of people, they see you doing what you're doing, and you're doing it so damn good that it makes them feel bad about themselves. Yeah. So they're like, this motherfucker, I got to come up with a way to make him seem less better than he is, so that I feel better. And it's motherfucker, what the hell, man?
Motherfucker threw shade at me. I don't even get into that. I'm not.
We'll jump past that.
Motherfuckers always throwing shade at me, dog, for some stupid shit. But I ain't gonna get into that. Because there's no need to. But
we've even said recently that when you attain for that level of being the biggest alpha in the room, when you walk in and people look at you and go, God damn, bro, that guy fucks shit up. When you walk in and you just fucks. That guy fucks, When you walk in and emanate that energy,
100%.
All the time, you're gonna get somebody that's sitting over there going, this motherfucker, I'm an alpha. Yeah. I'm an alpha too. And just by you walking in the door, you're challenging them.
100%.
Because they're like, what the fuck? I'm the alpha here, not you. And it's no, bitch. I am.
I even get that energy from you, the way you talk about health and stuff. It's but I don't have my health. But I still am not at that level. Yeah. Diet. For me, it's I run okay, I just need calories, man. Because at that point, anything will fucking help.
It's all different.
But that's what I'm saying. But you emanate that energy, and I can see how you kind of. you would get that too, and like you told me about it. It's just funny, and so many people get so upset when you use the word alpha, man.
Right.
Oh, dude.
It's such an easy way of saying things though, because I mean that is the world is set up with alphas and betas. You have people that lead and people that follow. I'm a firm believer in this. You are either born to lead or you are born to follow.
Yeah.
I think you can learn to be an alpha though.
Absolutely. It's not something that you're destined. It's not a destiny. But there are leaders.
Yeah, bro, but dude, like that what you just said is me. I was a fucking person who was the definition of excuse making.
Okay, yeah.
Feeling fucking bad for myself, blaming things on other fucking people.
Right.
Yeah.
Blaming things on my situation. And I tell people all the time, I am the walking epitome that you can fucking change whatever it is that you fucking want. If you look at that person who's alpha and be like, and start to create all those thoughts of, oh, well, you know, he probably fucking, you know, has fucking money, or he probably doesn't fucking work as much as me. It's like, you know, if you harness that fucking energy and just fucking will it out of yourself, dude, you're the bigger
absolutely
alpha now. Because, dude, trust me, I've been in rooms with guys that are fucking bigger physically.
Yeah.
But I mean, they don't carry themselves with that alphaness.
But see, like, you can look at it. I mean, when you're born, a child cannot be born an alpha. Okay, there is no one predetermined to be born an alpha. You don't see any kids walking around being badass motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're just like hanging their long schlong.
Right.
I mean, it's just like,
dude,
but that doesn't define you as an alpha either.
No, kids are betas, dude. They follow because they that's their only way to survive is to follow. Yeah. So everybody becomes a beta at their life, a follower. Everybody is a follower.
Yeah.
You have to choose to be an alpha.
Yeah, dude.
You've got to make yourself an alpha.
100%.
Not everybody. Every story. I mean, even David Goggins, for example, perfect example. Dude, he made himself the machine he is.
Dude.
I mean, that book is a perfect example of it. This is a man that was overweight and comfortable as fuck. And I mean, he made himself the hard motherfucker we know. You know, it's just like, you have to become the alpha. And when you do that, you're going to have people challenge you. And you can have challenge and not even intend on challenging somebody. You could just be taught to it.
Let me just break down a fucking full day.
Okay.
A full current day.
What's the day
so
for you?
So that way,
a day in the life.
You can fucking hear the insanity.
Okay.
Because I've heard parts of it.
I'm excited.
This is good.
4:30.
It's a good story.
4:30 in the morning.
Okay.
I fucking wake up.
With the alpha brain, too.
Yeah.
It's not a fun time to wake up.
Okay.
I give you my credit.
I drink one of these, which this is 1 quart filled with water.
Just water or the actual... Is this water or is this the sparkling?
No. This is sparkling water, but I don't like to like reuse plastic, so I like save these and I fill them up with fucking water. I'm not a big nerd on plastic, but I don't know. Just like
it's unnecessary.
Yeah. But I fill up 1 quart of water, and I mix in 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and a pinch of pink salt.
Yeah.
Chug that. Gym at 5. Work out for 1 hour and a half. Come home. Take a fucking ice cold shower. Oh, I can't even. Me fucking talking about like how I work out would be a whole fucking podcast. But so I work out for 1 hour and a half. Come home. Eat my first meal of the day, which is a fucking protein shake. But it's a really good protein mixed with blueberries because they have a lot of anti.
What protein do you take?
The company is First Form.
First Form?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have grass fed
whey protein.
Whey.
Okay.
And it's whey isolate too.
Okay.
So boom, shake down. I'm at work at 7.
Right on.
And then so I walk about 17 miles per day. 10 o'clock, eat my first meal. 6 eggs, and a half a pound of ground beef.
Wow.
Mixed in with spinach and some type of salsa, something that I made at home or something like. So that's 10 o'clock. 2 o'clock. My second meal, which is another half pound of ground beef, mixed in with some type of rice or some type of hash brown. Come home about 4 or 5 o'clock. Play with my kid. Visit with the wife. Have a second shake, and then about 7-8 o'clock I eat dinner, and that's usually about 12 ounces of steak with spinach.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's every day.
Wow.
365.
Damn.
Every day.
Every day.
No days off.
No days off.
I love it.
And that's why, people say, damn, dude, you look big, man. Like, what do you do? And I just look him up and down and I said, bro, you're not ready.
So how much flack do you get from this?
Like,
how many people just...
Dude,
people
project their insecurities of age, time, all the things I used to do.
Right.
Yes.
All the things that I used to do.
It's a common tactic. Yeah.
Age, time, circumstance, and, hey, I tell them, dude, I work out once a day at 4:30 for an hour and a half. And I spend my time at home cooking all my meals for the next day.
Right.
It's a process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's an everyday fucking thing. Yeah. It's every extra minute that you have is getting ready for tomorrow, so you fucking do it. Mm-hmm. Because human beings thrive off of what? Convenience and consistency.
Absolutely.
If it's conveniently consistent, you will fucking do it.
Absolutely.
Our phones are the epitome of conveniently consistent.
Yeah.
So that's why we all fucking have them all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So I have to create this food structure. Dude, if I didn't eat like that, bro, I would be fucking skinny. You know what I'm saying? Because of how much I walk. And, and fucking everything I do.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be that fucking skinny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to be fucking, fucking big, man.
Yeah.
I like the way that feels. Now, I'm not the strongest.
Right.
I'm not the fucking biggest, but I'm, like, trying to walk this line of, man, like, how can I just...
Be consistent.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I was... Last year, I was about 250... And I was just like, man, like, it's cool, I'm fucking pretty strong. So I did the diet. I used being vegan as a way to drop weight, but to also see if I could maintain muscle. And within 6 months, I dropped like 25 pounds.
But got shredded.
I got fucking shredded.
Fucking veins on my shit.
and then now that I'm trying to come up with a game plan on how to go full carnivore, that's that next thing, man, where it's just like it's rough, dude.
Right.
Because I fucking eat a lot, dude. I fucking eat like a madman.
See, and the thing is, you got walking. My ass be sitting now more than ever.
Yeah,
oh yeah, dude.
I'm compressed like a motherfucker.
See, and that's why I would fucking never prescribe my diet to somebody who doesn't do what I do.
Yeah, to each their own, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I were to explain that to somebody, but they didn't know what I do every day for work.
Yeah, they have that background.
They would say, holy fuck, like, how are you not fucking 600 fucking pounds?
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's a person thing, but in my opinion, it takes more fucking discipline if you sit down all day.
Yeah.
And for people who do that, who just sit down all day and don't fucking,
move the
walk
body.
and don't move the body, the best advice for that, in my opinion, if you're trying to drop weight, if that's your goal, is, dude, you need to earn your carbs. You know what I'm saying? Like that is the most important thing, because because fat will burn in a fucking fire of carbs. If you eat a super high carb breakfast, which is what most people do.
Yeah, the standard American diet.
Because, yes, extremely sad. Because most people...
Sad.
Yeah, it's fucking sad. Because, most people wake up, eat a bagel, eat a donut, eat a fucking...
Convenient, easy.
A bowl of oatmeal, which you can do, but unless you're going to fucking... put him towards something, then don't fucking eat him, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Dude, and this is very, very controversial, but it's the truth. Carbs are unnecessary for our body to exist. Fats and protein are essential. Right. If you don't eat fats and protein, you will die. 100%. But if you don't eat carbs, it's fine. Now, carbs are the best resource for fast acting energy. Far none.
Right.
Fruit, fucking rice and bread, all that shit will turn into energy faster than anything else. Okay. But it's not essential. So I tell people, if you're going to consume carbs, just make sure you're going to use them, or else they're turning into fat around your fucking stomach and around all the places you don't want it.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what kind of books do you think have kind of fed you with the most knowledge? One of my favorites go-to is Can't Hurt Me, David Goggins. That's like top 5 of my list. Kind of what are some of your books that you would advise others to look into, read into?
Like I said,
ranging from health to mental fortitude to
spirituality, anything, man.
Aubrey Marcus has a book, Own the Day.
Okay,
that's a good one. There's a book by Rob Wolf that is really good. That I'm gonna look up the name to that one because that's a really Rob Wolf.
Because mainly if we can give somebody something that they can look up, something that they can look into, to further their knowledge, then I'm all about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So
even for me, I'm
a
lover of books and knowledge. If I can look something up that you refer me to, I will absolutely. I
almost feel bad sometimes because people can't be in these conversations.
Right? Yeah, I know.
This is where people gain the most knowledge. So.
I have personally not read a lot of books, but as far as resources that I use, I listen to a lot of fucking podcasts. So
Audible is my best friend right now.
Yeah, dude,
I love Audible.
I need to start listening to books, but I'm just so on. Dude, I'm probably subscribed to over 200 podcasts.
So what do you recommend podcast wise?
Yeah.
Mark Bell's Power Project is super duper good. I've been listening to him for a long time.
And who's that? Mark
Bell.
Mark Bell.
Power Project.
Yep. He's got a fucking really good story, and he's fully carnivore now. Right so on. He's good. Another one is Mind Pump. That's a super good one.
And then that Real Chalk one, right?
Yeah, that one. He's a super cool dude, and he has on really smart people, but his is more bro sciencey. So I mean, but there's always truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, he heard it from somebody who told him, who heard it from somebody smart thing.
Right.
I mean, dude, I tell people I get a lot of information from really fucking smart people, but I couldn't tell you like the exact numbers on the fucking. You know what I'm saying? But put it towards practical fucking use, dude.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, what works for you isn't gonna work for me, and like that's the most important thing in this whole entire fucking thing is to be open-minded. Like taking Alpha Brain, dude. The fact that you were open-minded to that is fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't even explain to you what's in it, dude. But I know it's got like a bunch of fucking really good mushrooms, you know, and all types of shit. And I follow a bunch of people who I trust what they do.
And they use it.
They use it.
Speak highly of it, yeah. Right.
I mean, I've been hearing about it for a while. I mean, that's just one supplement. I mean, because you got your Shroom Tech too. Mm-hmm. And shit, I almost bought that, but then I was like, man, I'm at $150 fucking threshold here.
So slow.
I gotta put my money in other, like, finance it into other shit like this. But
someone else who's good with that, Kyle Kingsbury, he's into all that stuff.
Supplementation. And
I want to make a shirt that says basically like it's like a picture of the food pyramid and it's like cracked in half. Because like that's like one of my big things is like, dude, our current advice that we fucking are giving people is killing people.
Wow. We should just like have like a food pyramid. Like cracked in half, and then underneath and like graffiti, just fucking trash.
I like that.
I'd be down to design something like
right
that.
On. So how can people contact you? How can people find you?
Yeah, they find you.
They can follow me on Instagram. I don't have anything to plug.
Well, what's your Instagram? What is it?
It's my last name _family. So it's LEMUS_family.
Okay.
And yeah, dude, you could follow me and look at all my before and after pictures if that's what you're into.
Absolutely, man.
Someone will get great insight from that.
Yeah, maybe if they want to give you a question or something, they'll absolutely. And anything else? Is that it? Just Instagram? That's your main source? Yep. Right on.
And here, I like to sometimes ask, if you could write a letter to that like 18-year-old Frank, you know, and send him some advice. What would you write?
Dude, stop being a pussy.
Yeah.
Man up, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stop making excuses. Stop saying no. Just fucking go out there and fucking crush it, dude. You know, and everything. You know, don't be fucking halfway in fucking anything. It's rather fuck you out or no.
Yeah, go
it's
big
rather
or go home.
You're fucking all in today. Or you, dude, that cold cliche thing of like there is no tomorrow is the fucking truth. Yeah, you know, it's fucking this next meal, it's this next workout, it's this next conversation. It's rather you're all in or you're not.
Yeah, tomorrow's not guaranteed.
It's not that fucking, you know, man, I'm gonna have this fucking halfway conversation about a topic that I don't even want to fucking, to talk about with this person who I don't even like. I would just rather put in my headphones, be fucking antisocial, and listen to information that I actually want to hear.
Right.
And you know, people might look at that and be like, damn, that's kind of harsh, but you know what? Harsh gets fucking results.
You gotta be honest with yourself. 100%. Agree with you. Yeah.
But dude, I want to say for this ends, both of you guys are fucking crushing it, and keep it up, man.
Yeah, we appreciate that, man. We appreciate you coming on and spitting some knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, we'll have to get you back on.
For sure.
You know?
Dude, but like next time, we should make it a rule that we can't talk about any of this shit, so that way we can get super weird.
No,
we'll touch base on like the spiritual.
Oh, dude,
absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this time we kind of just really wanted to focus more on like health and fitness.
Yeah.
Brandon Herna, when he referred this to my direction, he was like, "Yo, dude, it's gonna be great. We're gonna have something really good information, health and fitness wise." I was like, hell yeah, so that was kind of the top of the table. We'll absolutely get you on and have some other topics. That'd be so much fun.
For sure, man.
Because there's like always with like podcasts and this whole source of media is like there's always room to like just branch out however the fuck you want
and the freedom to be able to do it is just awesome.
Oh,
we can do what we want, however we want. Man. I love it,
dude. My dream one day, and people ask me that all the time, what's your fucking dream job? And I'm like, dude, I want to be a professional at having a fucking conversation.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
that's a hell of a goal, too.
Do you know how awesome that fucking, like, dude, like, you don't have to have a fucking PhD. Like, the fact that, I mean, hundreds of fucking thousands of fucking humans are just willing to listen to just people talk.
Yeah.
Just people just talk in a giant open forum.
But think about how like almost difficult, because like I find it throughout day to day, like to find a meaningful conversation It's almost rare.
Well, I have found it, especially here.
Yeah,
dude, especially here in Utah, man. Dude, for sure. Unless you're willing to go out on a ledge and be fucking weird,
right?
It'll bring out weird. Like me even like I had seen him before at the gym, and I had seen his tattoos, which here in Utah isn't common. You know,
right.
See somebody fully sleeved up isn't common, and to have work like that, I said, dude, and I think he was wearing sleeves a couple times, and the first time he didn't wear sleeves, I was like, I'm gonna fucking say something, because I know this guy gets weird,
yeah,
and this guy fucks.
On a mental and a physical.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I'm eventually just trying to get weird to the point where I take like just a crazy amount of psychedelics and I fuck some kind of goddess up in the sky.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, dude, it's not even out of the question to like psychedelic up in podcast.
Fucking too, man.
You done psychedelics?
I haven't done them yet, but I am...
You're on the cusp.
Definitely trying to do them correctly, which I'm not saying... If I do them here, it's not correctly, but I want to go to a center in like South America and like make it more of like a full spiritual retreat.
I'm trying to do an ayahuasca trip, man.
Same, bro.
You said that to me before. I'm so down.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I've been saving quite a bit of money.
I know all of the spots, bro.
I heard there's one in Costa Rica. There's one in Peru.
Wow. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You know, like... legit, you know,
yeah,
like
100%. Yeah, dude. And man, to me, it's the only thing that makes sense of the closest thing that we can get to a physical, a physical spiritual awakening, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's something that you physically ingest that will cause a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to see what that's about. You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm a firm believer that there is a wrong way to go about them. Like, I think that, like, it's not wrong for everybody, because, like, you may be able to do, like, a psychedelic trip and get something really good out of it, but, like, there are wrong ways to go about it.
Oh, dude,
you know?
I think any Joe Schmo off of the street that were to come and do my workout or do your workout would get hurt. Mm-hmm. And that's how I look at that stuff.
That's a good way to look at it.
If you don't have intent and you're not prepared, you will get hurt.
Right.
And, you know, I've seen people who have gone down that rabbit hole of drugs with no intent besides, well, everyone else is fucking doing it.
And good.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Let's get kind of weird.
Yeah, and dude, and man, and they're never the fucking same.
It is a rabbit hole, that's for certain.
Yeah,
it's a huge rabbit hole, dude.
Right.
But dude, I'm down, man. You know, to fucking do it the right way. Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. You got, before we close this up, you got like a story, man? Something that's probably a meaningful story that happened in your life that...
Something that's inspired you, maybe?
Like where there was a change in character from you, you know? Maybe.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay, so I'm sure you guys can see it and notice it, but I don't ever tell people about it. My whole life, I've had a speech impediment. I've had a pretty severe stutter my whole entire life, and it's one of my biggest insecurities.
Okay.
And, well... Yeah, it's definitely one of my biggest insecurities, and one of people asked me about it, and they asked me, well, how come you don't talk about it? How come you don't tell people about it? Mm. I said, well, because I'm not a prisoner to it.
I like that.
Yeah, and the story that I have is I always talked funny ever since I started talking, and I went to a lot of speech therapy where they coddled me and were like, just try, your best to sound out your words and, try not to stress and, because if you stress, you're going to do it. And, you kind of realize, well, eventually I'm going to be a fucking adult and I'm going to stress all the fucking time and I'm going to stutter all the fucking time. And I think it was probably 8th grade, however old you are when you're fucking in 8th grade, I voluntarily pulled myself out of therapy. And I looked at my mom and I told her, I said, I'm going to do this forever. And this is me. And if people don't like it, they can fuck off.
Yes.
I like that.
Fucking love it.
That's when that whole thing, started. And just accepting the fact that, I deal with things every fucking day that you will never understand. And same thing, vice versa. I don't deal with depression. I don't deal with anxiety, but I know that it's real because I've met people that have.
Yeah.
And I will never understand that. Yeah. But vice versa, you will never understand what it's like to be hanging off of every next word that comes out of your fucking mouth on whether or not you're going to be able to get it out.
Wow.
And that's something that I own. And I walk around with this energy of I don't fucking care if I do it or not, because at the end of the day, if it happens and you fucking judge me, then you're fucking insecure about it because you don't understand it. And if you don't understand, then fucking ask me. If it's that big of a fucking deal, then fucking step up, put your nutsack on the table, and fucking ask. But if not, then you can go sit over there in a corner like a bitch.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. Hell yeah, that's so
fucking toughness.
I love that.
Fucking, this is a man show today.
Hell yeah. No, I love that, man. That's so good. I love that.
So yeah, dude, I think the last thing I would say is, dude, own your fucking shit. Yeah. And fucking, if it can be fixed, then fucking fix it, and if it can't be fixed, then fucking own it. You know.
I love it. No better words could be even said.
That's a good way to end it.
That's a great way to end it.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
So this is Herna.
This is Harris.
Frank.
And this has been the Power of 8 Show, episode 7. Go ahead, click that like, comment, share, keep following us. We're going to keep killing it during these stupid ass fucking times and crushing it because we stay tough in these damn streets. Undefeated in the streets, and we're Meme Machine in the sheets. Here in Ogden, but we'll probably be crushing it some other time. Hopefully, we'll love Cali. We'll move to Cali eventually.
Stay alpha, bro.
Stay alpha.
Stay alpha.
All right, peace.